Hello everyone, welcome to the Polkadot Metaverse Championship. We are here today with one of the first teams that we will be interviewing. Just to give you some context, this is a hackathon where teams to participate, participants had to do some challenges online to get here. So we have really good, amazing people who already were accepted and they already started working on the challenges. Today we are going to learn about the team that we have here, and we'll do some background introduction about who they are, where they come from, the goal of them joining the hackathon, which is the first of its kind here in Budapest, Hungary, and also we'll talk about the challenge in general and how it will affect, or maybe not affect, but the role and the importance of the solution that they will be working on for the Polkadot ecosystem. So without further ado, let's start with you. Can you tell us about who you are, like a little also for your background, and what are you expecting for yourself, for your career that you already joined the hackathon, and what's next for your future?
Hello, my name is Balázs. I currently study at the Budapest University of Technology and Economics. Actually, the three of us came from that university. The acronym of the university in Hungary is BME, and that's why we decided to name our team BMeta as a wordplay, because the three of us attended same university, and the guy who doesn't attend currently this university plans to enroll here. We work with blockchains, mostly with Ethereum or Hyperledger Fabric, but I came here to basically learn more about the Polkadot ecosystem and substrate.
Hello, my name is Mate, and as Balázs said, we study on the same university, and actually we have the same mentor, and I work with Hyperledger Fabric, which is a consortial blockchain, so it is made for organizations that don't trust each other to collaborate, and I don't have that much experience with public blockchains, and that's why I came here to learn the Polkadot ecosystem, and I'm really enjoying the event so far. So, yeah, it's great.
Hi everyone, I'm Berci. Like guys before me said, we came from the same university, and like Mate here, I mostly do research at my university regarding Hyperledger Fabric and consortial block, similar thing. I'm about to start my PhD course, and I'm here to learn mostly about the ecosystem and everything here, because this is quite new to me, to be honest, because I'm mostly in the private blockchain area. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Madi as well, and I'm still in high school, planning on going to BME. I change as these guys, but really looking forward to learning more about this because it interests me very much. I don't learn this at school yet, but hoping to, and I'm here to learn everything I can in these 3 days, so that's about it.
So inspired by just hearing your stories, because I kind of started like this to attend a lot of hackathons, and I'm so jealous because you're so ahead of a lot of people from your age. I feel like that, and I know that it's like that, but nice to have all of you here. It's so perfect for the ecosystem also to have new faces and new people from different backgrounds who are already working in the space, and that is perfect. So just to get started with the team that you are did you already plan earlier to work together during the hackathon? I guess so, in a way. And then when it comes to the challenge, how is it going currently? I know you have another 24 hours to be working on the challenge and to kind of develop the solution and things like that. But if you can give me an overview about what's the challenge for, and kind of an overview from each of you on the responsibilities that you have to kind of solve the challenge and the solutions you are thinking of right now, and how it will kind of change during the day today. Yep.
Okay, so there were a lot of questions here. I'm trying to answer them in order. So, yeah. We basically came here, the three of us, like we wanted to form a team, but then when I came here, I met with Mate and we basically became friends. So we decided why not form a team as a four. So that's why we are here. Our main challenge is we chose that CCTF challenge, and we decided to solve this. I mean, approach this this challenge with zero knowledge proofs, because me and Barcy worked with zero knowledge proofs in the past, and we thought it's like it would be in a good use, because this is basically why why, I mean, zero knowledge proofs are used in this space.
Yeah, just to explain a bit more about the challenge, the main challenge. So it's capture the flag smart contract. Capture the flag is, if anybody has played capture the flag in any video games, you have to achieve a goal and like retrieve that goal to somewhere. And it's the same here. You find a character string online, and then you find this as a solution to a problem, and you submit that to a blockchain, and the blockchain tells you if the answer is correct or not. But the challenge is that the current solution that we were given is vulnerable to attacks, and we think these vulnerabilities could be eliminated with zero knowledge proofs, and that's why we chose this path. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Should we also move to the other challenges that we chose?
Tell us more about the other side challenges as
All right.
you have, and also your role into the solution. What you're currently kind of focused, or you already like set up with the tasks that you will do during the day and things like that.
All right, thank you, because my friends here have explained pretty much this first main challenge that we are solving. And as for the other challenges, there is what I just learned about, this great system called Remark, which can handle NFTs and has a lot of great features like Lego bricks. And the challenge has given us some possible use cases to implement for Remark. And we are trying to give a proposal, or we are giving a proposal. We already have some good ideas, I think, for like a NFT token-based, NFT-based ticketing system for events such as this. For example, it could have been used. So all of us together are brainstorming such ideas for this NFT topic, and also our other side challenge, which is by Unit Network. And as for the CCTF, just to come back to your original question about how are we dividing the work, as Balázs has already said, him and I have already been working with zero knowledge proofs on like an academic level. So we are bringing that to this championship, and so I could help a little with that. And I'm working on the front end UI side of things here together with Mate.
I don't really know either what to explain more about this. I guess.
Are you excited about it?
Yeah, of course we are. Well, hopefully we can, of course, make it work as we want it to. So it's really important to in the end finalize everything and have it working, because that's the main thing that the judges will be looking at. And well, as Bercy said, we divided up the work based on who worked with what in the past, so it can be more efficient, of course.
Well, you got me the idea for the next question that I was going to ask, that hopefully you would made it to a point where you want to, and I would like to know your ambition part of like what would you want to finish by the end of this hackathon, and also like I love it how you combined a couple of different things into the solution where you could use zero knowledge proofs and also NFTs to kind of have the community part, and also how you could kind of distribute different like roles and things like that when it comes to the general challenge. So just to give you some of my resources that I have, there is a zero knowledge university that is online, and it's actually hands-on resources that you can go around and check the solutions and what kind of libraries you can use for this kind of use case that you're building on. But yes, where would you want, like if you would have all of the time and all of the resources that you would need, where would you want to have your end results after this hackathon?
Well, actually, we just finished our prototype implementation for the backend of the system. So we have the zero knowledge proof program and also the smart contract that handles the zero knowledge proofs. Now I think the main focus should be on the demo. So we have to create a nice looking front end that we can actually present, because zero knowledge proofs are like kind of invisible for the user, and it's kind of hard to explain also. So we want to make it intuitive and also presentable as a demo. So we want it to be like visually visualized in a way that that people can understand actually, not just some random code on the screen. I think this should be our main focus, and we also need to work on those proposals we mentioned.
And I think our project would be useful for the community because every year there are multiple hackathons, and a lot of them have a capture the flag aspect to them. And as we said, the capture the flag is handled by our smart contract already, and the nice demo would come after that, of course. But we have even more plans when it comes to the backend. Right now we have a prototype, but we are thinking of integrating it more widely to the ecosystem. For example, right now the prototype would only work on like one specific chain, and if we would implement it in the way we wanted with Ink as our language, then it would be able to be used in all of the Polkadot ecosystem. And yeah. And it has also further implications, because if we integrate zero knowledge verification into a smart contract, somebody else can use that for some other use case. So yeah, I think it's great.
No, thank you. I just like to add that, like they said before, just to emphasize a little, that I really hope that this, what we are building here with zero knowledge proofs, that could be a part of the ecosystem for these hackathons, for any CTF event that we are holding. Like actually the pre-qualification challenges were done by CTF challenges. So yeah, I think that could be impactful.
This is awesome. And the point that you said, like that you mentioned about being used for the future events, and like the importance or the effect of the project that will be developed. I'm so happy that you are already like worked in a big chunk of work that is already done, and that now you can focus really on those requirements that are set up by the main judge criteria. So we talked earlier that there is like a 7-point judging criteria where you will kind of have to see what kind of points are the strongest for you guys. And I as I can see, it's like perfect, because you're already doing a lot of work. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining the interview today, and this is amazing. I wish you luck, and I wish like you don't need it, as I can see, but this is amazing. And let's catch up tomorrow to see the updates and how things are going with the demo. And yes, if you want to share more, or you have like something to share with the audience online, if they do have questions, There's also a Summerverse live channel happening where the team can be available there to answer the questions. But up until now, it's already all good, I think. So thank you all for joining today, and I wish you like very hard, good work, and yeah, for the prizes, let's see in the end. I hope you are like part of it.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
and we are back to the other team. We'll interview another team who's participating at the Polkadot Metaverse Championship. I am having so much fun currently. I don't know why. Maybe because we have the pizza. Yes, the pizza did really got us into a very good mood. But we can't wait to go back and eat some more pizza. So yeah, let's just get back to work. So we are interviewing another team. And we'll get to know more about them and their backgrounds. So if you can give me an introduction about yourself, what are you doing, what are you working or studying and things like that, and what was your goal for attending the Polkadot Metaverse Championship hackathon?
Okay, so hi, my name is Emma. I'm a high school student here in Hungary. And I joined the Polkadot Metaverse Championship because I wanted to meet people that have similar view about the Web3 technologies as me.
Hello. Hello, I'm Frank. I'm a Web3 AR developer. I do holograms on chain. And yeah, I guess that's a one-liner.
I'm Sergey. I'm a backend developer and a data engineer, and I work primarily in Java and Python.
Hi, my name is Alex, full stack developer. I wanted to join this space so the Metaverse Championship, just to meet people from the space and create a network with them, connect with them, exactly.
Thank you, everyone, for giving me this nice introduction. So what are you guys working on? And I want all of your opinions because part of the challenge, when you explain what's the challenge, I want to kind of know how are you collaborating between? What are the tasks that each of you are working on? Because we know like you're coming from different worlds, so each of you has to kind of contribute in different ways, right? So I want to get to know more about you so that others also, when they kind of hear your stories, they can kind of connect and network and do questions online. So yeah, what's the challenge about and how are you contributing to it?
So, yeah, I think you should.
Hey, I'm the extrovert of the group, I would say. Yeah, our challenge is basically the Remark challenge. And there is to use the Remark protocol, especially for their new metaverse, which is called Skybridge, which just launched this year, and they're already selling the land. And they already have like different kinds of NFTs. One of the NFTs is like a little figure that calls Junkie, and this Junkie has like has different kind of other NFTs which are holding by them, and we try to create a tool which allows you to create different kind of races, not just little orcs or little elves, like more of that. So we want to extend the possibilities. So we create a tool to create more races to make the world richer in that kind of Skybridge verse, I would say. Yeah.
And how are you contributing to the particular challenge? Like, what are you focusing today?
Today we started like first the whole hackathon is like structured. We have like 3 challenges, so we choose 3 of them. We choose the privacy challenges and the capture the flag challenge, and then the Remark challenges. So in the beginning, we basically first we spoke with each other, then we split into groups. I started with the Remark thing and looked it up, spoke with Mark, spoke with the different mentors, and try to get information, is this possible or not. Then you already started with the capture the flag challenge after privacy. It because you really try to riddle it a lot and you try to explain it to me, but like it was a different world. Can you say some sentences?
Yeah, sure. So the CTF challenge was a flag submit system for the CCTF. It's a blockchain smart contract that was checking the flags that the user submitted, and from all of the transaction you could see each submit of every user, and you could steal other user's flag if you looked at their transaction. And we tried to came up with an idea that could prevent this, but we couldn't implement it.
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's nice. Okay. Do we have some more thoughts or opinions around the challenge? No?
Well, they basically said I'm contributing. Well, I started with the capture the flag task, and we were basically brainstorming how we could work on it and what could be improved. And we were all throwing in some ideas. I was also throwing some ideas. But in the end, we figured out it's not quite working as we wanted it to have. But we learned a lot in the process. So at least I learned a lot in the process. You want to say something?
Well, this is part of the hackathon, right? You need to brainstorm up until you find yourself that, this is it. This is the goal, this is how we do this, and the result. So when it comes to the end result, I know you're still in the process and you have one more day to kind of focus on the challenge and do the solution, but how are you envisioning yourself by the end, like by tomorrow? What is your main goal to kind of achieve? What would you like to be, in what stage would you like to be tomorrow? And how are you measuring to kind of come up to that point?
Yeah, tomorrow in the presentation, I guess it will look like in the beginning, we first speak about the two smaller challenges and the hurdles that we had and the things that we try to solve. And for the bigger challenge, because one of the three challenges is always like the bigger one, we try to get something working, which is like in that kind, an NFT with multiple resources displayed nicely, looks cool, hopefully. So something that works, and then in Figma make a nice prototype, basically to see like this could be possible if we have more developers, more time, and yeah, basically like something working, envision something, and then basically maybe some picture of the future, how this could help and how this could evolve. So this kind of thing, like present, currently, and maybe far, to make more joy. Yeah.
And if I can ask another question when it comes to the mentors or the collaborators of the event, I know you've said that you have talked with the Remark person who's like helping you on kind of figuring out the steps or the processes. Is there any other person whom you will be talking to who represents another project that will help you the most for the end result?
Yeah, there's one of the mentors, which is Vicky from Polkadot and Val from Polkadot. They are, they basically help us well, especially like with the technical things. But they also give us a lot of freedom, which means like a lot of self-struggle and this little smile on the face. Man, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, so these are the two, and we also speak to other people, like when we are basically somewhere else and exchanging ideas. So hey, maybe you have an idea or you have an idea how to tackle different kind of things, or just get inspired by other people, and then maybe that spawns another idea and then make a little switch or maybe a turnaround to something easier and possible to manage. But so we don't know, so just keep going and see what happens, I would say. But that's are the mentors, basically, the NFT specialists, I would say. Yeah.
Nice. I like it that like it's a hackathon and you expect everything to happen, right? Because you don't really know the state of things when it comes to the challenge, and then how will be like the process or the progress of the solutions, and you are like, you don't know maybe, but actually there could be a person, part of another team, who could give you some really good like brainstorming points. So even with the other participants, I would encourage you to go and kind of share your thoughts and the solution, like not solution, but see what they are doing, right? So that you can kind of set up the expectations for tomorrow, because there are already like 7 different points for the judging criteria, as you may already know. And based on those points, then you will get kind of evaluated. So I wish you like hard work and good energy by the end of the hackathon for tomorrow, to be ready for tomorrow. So I hope you'll be doing your like best and get the best out of it. And yeah, if we can end with some kind of feedback when it comes to the event, do you like it? Would you want to attend more like hackathons like this in Europe maybe from the Metaverse Championships and things like that?
Yeah, sure. I'm having really fun here, and I meet a lot of new people, new friends, and I recommend everyone to try at least one of these events if they have time and the opportunity.
Yeah, I think I can say exactly the same, and it's just well organized. It's really nice. The people are nice. Yesterday we had a little group challenge, which was like a little escape room where we met actually each other, and
So it did help to organize yourselves.
yeah, and get to know each other. Like yeah, I would say.
Like we
Yeah,
three?
yours.
Yeah, okay. I just want to say that we three were solving the escape room yesterday together.
And it's a great way to kind of meet and discuss about the challenges and work together.
Yeah, and today we met Emma. And yeah, I wanted to say that like I'm interested in blockchain like for 2 years, but only since this June I'm attending some events, and this is really awesome to go to this kind of events. It's a lot of networking. You learn new people. It could be also helpful for like finding a job or learning new stuff from other people. It's also really, really fun. So you can here go and play it with some games or just talk to people. It's really refreshing and really gives you a lot of knowledge too. So I can only advise to everybody to go to such events. And this event in particular is really good organized. I really like the people that organized it. I really like the food that is organized. I really like the party yesterday. So everything is really, really good.
Yeah, so definitely for me. So to come back to your question was, do you want to try in Europe? Yes, we'll definitely try to participate to all the hackathon there is.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. And I know you have a lot of work to do, so I don't want to get more of your time. Let's meet up tomorrow again to go through the demo and things like that. And I hope you'll be doing great. So thank you. Thank you. Bye. Hi everyone, we are back with another team at the Polkadot Metaverse Championship, and I am so excited to have an amazing team here with me today, where we will learn more about them, what they're working on, and things like that. So let's start with you. Let's start with all of you, but can you give me like some more details about who you are, what you're working on, and what was the goal that you attended the hackathon today?
I'm Les. I used to start with the security when I was young, very early, like even before university. I wrote exploits, and then I started this business kind of coding, like web analytics, like very centralized services. And yeah, after 30, when one has some view over the world, how it works, it really changes you. So I started being interested in Bitcoin, and then got depressed about these centralized services, working for them and pushing their agenda. So I started looking at decentralization projects. So we had some. I have a colleague here, ex-colleague. We worked for a small crypto startup, maybe we can say, for Internet of People. It was very fun. I had very nice workmates who were the same thinking. So it's actually I found my community. So and Polkadot is very much the same. Like in this event, I meet so many like-minded people. It's amazing, and this is the primary reason that I come here to networking, think about interesting projects, and talk and iterate on this kind of projects. Yeah, I like it very much. The organizers did a very good job, and yeah, we enjoy ourselves very much.
I'm Wolfie, 17 years old. I'm working in payment industry. I'm a Go backend developer. Started to to learn about IT security about 3 or 5 years ago, and yeah, I'm here. Mainly, I'm working with Web 2 projects, but hackathons like this is a very good point to start to work with Web 3, in my opinion. And yeah, I guess that's all from my side.
Hi, I'm Attila, and around 2016 I realized that most of the technology that I was working on is helping big tech to spy on people, collect data, and then use it for controlling them. And somewhat started disliking it, getting money for this, participating in this thing. And I was kind of depressed at the time, but fortunately, I had some friends who already knew about Bitcoin, decentralized projects like BitTorrent, and started discussing with them how could we do a startup. And we were looking for some projects that we could contribute to. So around that time, I started working in blockchain industry, and with Les. Yeah, and since then, every now and then, people ask me, I have this project in mind, and how can you put blockchain in it? And I always find a reason why not to use blockchains for that. So I don't think Web3 is for everything, but what I like in this industry is that it forces some businesses to think in different terms, to value their customers, to leave them free or leave them alone, and only provide a good service and not try to hook them in. And I really like those business models where you actually could use Web3. That's really good. And I'm here, first of all, because Six invited me, and I solved the challenges, pre-qualification challenges, and just came here. And the main motivation to leave behind my family and spend 3 days here is to know these guys better, to have some discussions, work on some problems, and learn. Because every day in this industry, everything is changing, so you need to relearn everything several times, yeah, non-stop.
Thanks. I'm Laci. I'm director of engineering at a consulting firm. I started doing Web3 development in like 3 or 4 years maybe. But I've never met Polkadot. I always just heard about it. And now this hackathon came in front of me. The qualification challenges just sucked me in. They were really fun. And here I am. Sucking in the mindset. I really love it. These guys are fantastic. It's really good to work with them. And, you know, it's just learning, learning, and learning. Thank you.
Okay. I love it. It's like so many different perspectives from all of the things that you have been doing in the past, and then the Web3 or blockchain kind of session and how it affected your life, or even from the user's perspective, because you're like, I didn't want to work anymore in those solutions and contribute to kind of those big giants of like centralized collecting all of the things that they can, and then the users would just be left there. So I love it. Can we talk now about the challenge that you are working on? What is the main one, and what are the side challenges, and how you are kind of contributing to it? What's the state of the work that you are like been doing up until now? I know you have like one more day, but yeah, let's just go through the challenges and also how you're contributing from your like side. Yep.
Tough question. Yeah, we started in the morning, and we got into a dead end, like, and then we headed out, and then we got to the other one, and then we tried something else, and another dead end. So now we are actually realizing that everything is changing so quick that we had to think really hard what's achievable, yeah. And actually we came up with what we are going to work on, and we started working on. But it took like quite a time, yeah. But now we are happy that we can go and do things.
You have a map or a path?
Yeah, it's an authentication related problem. We are going to use Kilt to authenticate ourselves to web pages. Okay. And that's our goal. Yeah, I think I will leave it to.
Yeah, so thanks for the judges and the mentors to find out that it wasn't just us, but it was actually some projects had some hardships to support the original Kilt challenge, and it's good how we could discuss these things through, and basically we agree on a scope what we will achieve, which is, I think it's could be achieved in this time frame. Yeah, but so basically it could solve some of the hassles that users have to do through this GDPR cookie consent clicks and logging into pages, signing into pages, forgetting passwords, using the same passwords on all the sites. So or using a password manager, and then that also could be quite complicated to always set up. So if you ever used like Bitwarden, problem with that is that some websites are using tricks, and it's really difficult to just autofill these from an extension, these login name and password things, and you can avoid all of that things if the website itself appreciates their users and their privacy. Yeah, so we just want to make it really easy for them. So if someone doesn't want to store data without the consent, and that's the idea here.
I really like this kind of overview because it comes up, like it's connected, related to the other question that is like, I know you're like having an idea of what would you want to achieve for tomorrow, but if that idea comes really in the practical side of things and you can make it somewhat close to that end goal, how would the project Kilt or like the Polkadot ecosystem be able to use it in a way that others can start contributing also if they like the challenge, if they like the solution or the path? Because as you said, you had a lot of that ends even with the project who already put the challenge on, and that's great because it actually solves a real problem that they are having in their protocol. So are you kind of being prepared to make it open in a way that even after the hackathon is ending tomorrow, other people can join on GitHub and kind of can go around and learn and build things? Do we have someone?
Well, actually, we were surprised because we want to add a feature to the Kilt browser extension. And the Kilt guys said that, oh, we were talking about it 2 years ago. So now it's time. It can be time to add it. And then maybe later other can build on it, on top of it.
And everybody can use this on their website to log in. So it's absolutely an infrastructure project.
Well, this is one of the like perfect use cases, I think, because it doesn't involve only the project who's building the solutions, but also the end user who's like, hey, I'm done with all of the crazy like to-dos I need to go through just to access. Like for myself, I had to log into my YouTube channel and I had to go to my laptop, get the app that does all of the passwords thing, and I needed to go and I couldn't find the keys on another keyboard. It's like crazy. I wouldn't want to have that kind of experience. So I'm glad that you're working on a like real life problem that everybody goes through, and I'm so excited to see you tomorrow for the demo day. So let's hope that you can make it to your vision of the end goal. And if we don't have anything else to add, thank you so much for joining me today. I know you have been working hard and there's pizza out there, so we can just go continue the pizza and the work, and let's meet up tomorrow again. Thank you for coming. Hello everyone, we are back with another team where we will be talking about their challenge, the solution, their background, and the usual things that we are like doing today. So, hi Daniel, welcome. Thank you for joining me. To start the conversation, let's go give us an overview about yourself. Who are you? Like, what have you been working earlier? Your journey to Web3, and what is the goal for you attending the Polkadot Metaverse Championship?
So my name is Daniel Fox, and I'm originally I'm a mathematician. So I have my graduate as a mathematician, and I went into software development very soon after my university degree. And I ended up in finance, the financial world. So I was doing financial software development for 15 years or so. And at that point, when this Bitcoin revolution happened, I got really interested in this kind of technology that is decentralizing the way we do the finances. And I thought it was very interesting, but I didn't even know at that point that this will be this huge. It was just, just a small movement. After there was this big financial crisis in 2008, and this anonymous, we still don't know who invented this new technology, and it got caught. It just got bigger and bigger, and it seems like it is now changing our world, and all kinds of crypto technologies are growing out of that. So first it started with decentralizing the token, the money, and now it's moved into decentralizing everything, basically. So it's even more interesting now. So I just got my attention and focus, and so at that point I decided that basically I should pursue this because this is a revolutionary technology and that will change how we do things. And I think doing things decentralized is much better than doing it centralized, because we see some movements towards a lot of centralization in our world. I think the more decentralized we are, the more democratic we are, and the more the future is brighter to me if it's decentralized rather than centralized. So, what else was, sorry, the question?
The Metaverse Championship event?
Yes. So, actually, one of my former colleagues who I worked with was coming. I think he was the previous person on this couch. So he told me that there is this event. So, and it looked interesting. So I also sent in my application, and I'm generally open to all kind of decentralization technologies. For example, I have to admit I'm pretty behind on NFTs. It's a new thing. I haven't looked too much into what's happening in the NFT world, and so coming here also helps me to catch up on other fields that I have not been following. So it's a good way to test my skills a bit. Keep in shape, like in the gym. So you get if you don't train your coding skills, you get lazy, and then also to learn new things. So that's why I'm here. Yeah.
Wow, that was like an amazing introduction about how you're like, as a mathematician, how you heard about Bitcoin and how did you got into space. Why? It's like, it's a role model, let's say. It's a role model for all of us, that most of us, that we are like participating in the Polkadot Metaverse Championship. And I am so lucky to be talking to you today. This is perfect. So let's go to the other side of the challenge. Like, what are the challenges that you are working for? Like, do you see that there is some kind of a progress being done for today? And also, is there a goal to have a demo for tomorrow for the presentation? And things like that. Are you in a team or working by yourself? And if there is a team, can you kind of give us an overview about the team also, why they are not here in person, and things like that? Okay.
Yes, that is actually an interesting story because I have some teammates, but they wish to be anonymous and not appear. So I have not asked the reasons, but in hacker world, hacker space, it's I heard it's quite common that people wish to remain anonymous. So even if they are white hat hackers, they might want to not disclose their name and face. So when we were selecting teammates and the groups were forming, these hackers who wish to remain not disclosed chose me because I'm a mathematician and I have some cryptographic background. So they asked me if I would join the team, and since they don't want to appear, it's kind of evident that I have to do the interview because I'm the only one who doesn't mind being on the interview. So yes, and our challenge is the CCTF, the first challenge we picked because that is the closest to our skill set. Actually, most of the challenges were very interesting, so I would have been happy to do any of them, basically. But based on the group members' skills, we chose the cryptographic hacking challenge because we thought that would be the one that we could do the most value, add the most value to it. So in that challenge, we are trying to improve the solidity contract in a few points. There is a specific vulnerability in this contract, which is listed in the description of the challenge. And one of our team members is fixing that. And also, I think we found another bug, but we are not 100% sure at this point if it's a feature or a bug. So I don't want to touch on that at this point, but maybe we fixed another bug. And also made some changes to the contract so this becomes more generic. So you don't have to deploy new contract at every contest, but you can deploy the single contract and you can set it up just call a function on it and change it for every new event. And also we are doing some UI improvement on the how you submit your responses, your flags. And it was like very rudimentary before, like just you had to call a Python script and type in things, and we are trying to do a UI page where you can submit your solutions.
I would like to stop more on the generic part of the smart contract. Like, what's the technology you're using to make it generic in a way that it will not be kind of posted again and again on the chain, but can be called nonstop in these kind of events later on? Are you kind of using cryptography there, some zero knowledge proofs, or it's something else?
It's actually not that complicated. It's just the contract now at setup time. You have to configure the name of the event and all the features of the event, and so this kind of a minor improvement that you don't have to set it up once, but you can have a function that changes it. So that means you can, for any event, you can launch a new event with the same contract and set up the name and all the parameters of the event. But obviously there are some keys in there related to the event, but no cryptography involved in this part. It's just you reconfiguring the contract for that event with a call.
Well, this is great. And what's the goal for tomorrow? Like, I know there will be presentations going on, so you will be kind of able to kind of present how was the challenge and what was the solution. Will there be some kind of a way that other people in the future kind of can see the code, can see the challenge, how you solved it, and then can participate by contributing on GitHub or something like that? And will you be interested in the future to kind of attend these kind of events, such as the Metaverse Championship, due to the fact that you are like already here for the first time that is being organized? Are you looking forward to have more events like of this type, and why? Is it like, of course, you mentioned the part of the refreshing and things like that, but yeah, what are you looking forward for tomorrow and also for the future events that the Metaverse Championship team can organize?
Yes, definitely. And I have not been participating in a lot of hackathons, to tell you the truth, before. And this thing has quite a nice vibe to it, and it's a nice social event also. So I think it's I really enjoy it. So probably I will be here next year if there is one. Tomorrow we would like to present. Basically, we would like to really solve all these that I mentioned in a working solution. So that's our goal, to have working tested code out on those improvements that I mentioned. And yeah, we hope that the jury will like our solutions, and hopefully we can get the prize as well.
Well, this is great because you mentioned the judging part, and there is like a judging criteria where there are like 7 different points. So just to give the listeners some context, there is a public criteria for like the teams that can meet some of them. So the teams can kind of be focusing on some of the points. There are like stronger points, and then the judges will kind of add different points for each, let's say, requirement for the solution, and then based on the collected points, they will kind of have a prize. So just to give you like another like information resource, but I know you are already there on the like GitHub repo where all of the data is being shared. But thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. Say hi to your friends who are not here. I'm kind of envisioning them to and this is so fun, and what this means is that even for people who can't be in person in an event, they can kind of join online and they can participate, they can learn, do the challenges and progress in their careers or have fun in this kind of way. So thank you so much, Daniel, for coming to the interview, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the event. We'll see each other tomorrow for the main presentation, and this is it, guys. Thank you for joining us, and we'll catch up again. Make sure to be there live and also ask questions if you have some, because we have all of the participants here and the judges who will be able to answer all of the questions. Thank you very much, and bye-bye. Let's go. And welcome back. We are with the last team at the Polkadot Metaverse Championship. As you may already know, we will kind of get more details from the guys who are working on different challenges today. And we'll start, first things first, with a background check. So who are you? Like, why did you join the hackathon? What is your background? And yeah, whatever you want to share. So, yep, can you start?
Of course, we are the Metafuckers team.
I
Yeah.
remember now, okay.
Ah, you remember. That's the name to remember, I think. Just in a nutshell, I've been working with Solidity and blockchain since years. Started mining in 2013 and started our blockchain development company a few years ago. We have some own projects. We are building for other companies too. So our main focus is building Solidity and Web3 applications. And we're very good friends with Balázs and Gabo. And that's how we got here. And I pass the mic to Gabo.
Yes, grab the mic. Thanks. So I think I will be the shortest one because my background, crypto background is really short. So I started coding about half a year ago with Solidity. So I'm a really noob. I think the most noobest guy here in the whole area. But I try to do my best and do everything good.
What made you start?
I'm really interested about this blockchain and smart contracting, which is a really amazing new technology, and I really wanted to know much more about it in details. And yeah, I picked up, starting to write codes, and yeah, that's the short story.
Hi, my name is Balázs, and I've been a Solidity developer for the past 3 or 4 years. I'm an electrical engineer by profession, and I was really into embedded systems, microcontrollers, and I love to program things that, it has to work in all kind of environments. So when you don't have a choice to just go there and reset if something doesn't work. And blockchain programming and Solidity is pretty much needs the same mindset.
This is so nice to kind of be having all of your, let's say, perspectives part of the event, because I don't know, it's like real builders doing actual work into developing the technology in Web3. But yeah, about the event here, so can you show us what is the challenge you're working on and the progress you have done up until now, so that we can kind of have an idea of the team formation also process, and how did you brainstorm about the solutions, and yeah.
Should I go first? Okay. No. I won't be able to tell everything because I don't remember the secondary challenges which we picked. But the main challenge that we are working on right now is the CCTF challenge. We are fixing some problems and extending the functionality and building a very nice UI with Balázs. And Gabo is making research on the other 2 small tasks that we have picked. I think we're making good progress. I make Solidity, Balázs makes the front end and also Solidity, and Gabo is a cheerleader. No, by the way, Gabo has a pizzeria and he can make the best pizza in Budapest.
Almost the best. Yes. Almost. You're too kind.
Yeah, you can put the website right here.
Yeah, or a logoed T-shirt or something like that, but I'm underprepared. Yeah. So I think basically he told us everything. So, but the other challenges, what are the other challenges? The Kusamaverse challenge, yeah, for sure, and Kilt, yeah, and the Kilt proposal, yeah. We still do the research part, I think. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's a hackathon.
Yes, we want to be really specific and try to do our best. Anything you want to add on it, or?
Okay, so regarding the CCTF, there are many assignments we can make progress on it. So one of them is to make a UI. It's not really for the competitors because they're smart enough to use the command line interface, and I would say that's their home base, so they don't really like UI things. It's more for the supporters and for people who can have a real side of the leaderboard with live updates and things like that. Okay. So we have many things in mind. We will see.
We'll see the progress. Okay. Well, if we think of the end goal for tomorrow's presentation, and compared to the progress you did up until now, so what will be your end goal, even though you would not be able to achieve it? And how it will affect the projects you are working on, like Kilt, for example, or the Polkadot ecosystem in general, which from the results of your work for the 3 days, how those will be connected and will be useful for the ecosystem? Are there gaps where people can join and contribute as well? Or yeah, what are the plans? Are you thinking on that side of things as well?
Don't say that we won't finish. We'll finish everything because we didn't put up a too high standards for the results. I think inspiration comes with the approaching deadline. So deadline is a very nice motivation. So I think we'll be ready with everything on time. We didn't plan to do rocket science. We are just doing some functional things which will look nice, and we'll be able to finish it. I think for me personally, not the challenges themselves, but the community, meeting some other people from the Polkadot ecosystem is very important, because we'll be having next year, 2023, we'll be having we'll be building a new chain based on Substrate for our project, Mosaic Alpha, which is a decentralized trading platform, basically. We launch in smart contracts, and we'll create a new version with a new chain to make it really efficient. And it's very good to get some socializing with people who are familiar with the technology of Polkadot and Substrate. So, and I hope to work with a lot of people on it.
I think you summarized it really well. I only wanted to add something, that the mentors are really amazing. They're really helpful, especially with me, because I have really dumb and basic questions, so they have a lot of patience with me, and I think with the whole hackathon. So yeah, just thank you.
Yeah, exactly the same on my side. So it's a really well prepared event. So thank you very much for all the organizers. For me, honestly, I started to use, well, I would say I started to get to know Polkadot because of Six. He started to do the meetups right here in Gamerland like a half or 1 year ago. And I was really into Ethereum. And it was really hard to convince me why would I need to switch to Polkadot, but it's really good to see the thriving community behind it, and all the workshops, and how easy to implement basically Solidity codes into the ecosystem. So I really look forward to it.
Well, I loved all of the, oh, this is great, because you're just joining a hackathon, and then you're like, oh, we're building bridges for later on, because you're like working on these kind of projects, and we are looking forward to develop on Polkadot. And like, we know that the Ethereum community or the dev tooling part of things are like, is very good on that side. And when we see this side of like different ecosystems, it's like kind of giving colors to our day-to-day lives, right? Because you meet a lot of amazing people who are like working on something that you don't have any idea. And then here you go to a hackathon and you build up the network, and after like 6 months you're like building a new project. Which is the best part. Well, thank you guys for joining me today, and I'm so excited to see you tomorrow for the big day of the presentations. And I hope you enjoy it as well, because you will have like to work for like 16 more hours, I think, is the timing. Yeah, so yeah. Thank you so much, and have a great night tonight. So bye. Bye everyone. Thank you. Everyone, we are back at the hackathon of the Polkadot Metaverse Championship. As you can see on the screen, we have 14 hours left for the teams to be working on the challenges. And we are so excited because we just finished interviews with each team where we talked about the challenges, their backgrounds, why did they come to attend the Polkadot Metaverse Championship, and the networking effect, how they are like using the opportunity to connect with people, to work on the challenges, to learn, to refresh their skills and things like that. As you can see it here, the teams are all working and they have like 14 hours of finishing the challenges that they have to finish for tomorrow. The presentation will be tomorrow with the demos. So yes, we have some pizza over there and we have some attendees like resting because it was a long day today. We had a couple of workshops as well. So we need to thank the mentors and collaborators who gave workshops. But yeah, stay tuned because we will have more details on the challenges that they are working for and the results of these challenges, because the most important part of it is that each team is so unique and each of the participants have so many colorful backgrounds that I got so excited to be meeting all of them. So I'm sure you will be excited also to hear the presentations for tomorrow. Make sure to follow us live and make sure to do questions because we are not ending here for this event. We'll have so many more events happening in the future. But yes, go there online, comment on for the teams to crush it because they will have 14 more hours to work on the challenges, and based on their work they will get points, they will have a judging criteria, and tomorrow we'll see the end result of this amazing event. So stay tuned for tomorrow, and we are closing for now the living part because the teams have to focus on the work that they need to do during the night. So thank you so much for joining us and have a great night. Bye.